more can I say?
Top Billin.
All right, y'all. Want to start a bit of a content series between high-level cornerbacks and high-level receivers and their repetitions, right? So if you haven't seen it already, make sure you go check out my Jalen Ramsey versus Julio Jones content piece. I thought it was some good work. Want to continue in the college level and see what we can drum up here, right? So you won't find too many people traveling with each other throughout college football and everything like that. But if we can get some of these reps, it may be 2 or 3 reps, that's good enough. We can dissect them and really see what people are doing right and wrong in these situations. So Derek Stingley Jr. versus Van Jefferson. Derek Stingley, one of the most polished prep kids that I've seen come into college football. Man, very excited to be watching him over the next couple of years. But a very underrated receiver in Florida's Van Jefferson. I remember in our live stream, people were saying Van Jefferson wasn't good. And I was like, Houseway. Yeah. Those are LSU people too, so where we at here? So, all right, so let's check this out right here. My man with the rhythm step, right? The rhythm step. You always want to vary your rhythm if you're out there and you're watching this and you're a young receiver. Vary your rhythm, right? Get in conjunction with your quarterback. The reason why he's able to do this, why? Because it's a back to the basket play action fake, and it has to have a little bit of rhythm variance anyway. Some people would just shoot out the gate, and we'll see what's going on right there. Oh yeah, remember, this is not a highlight channel. This is a film study. No full plays will be shown, blah, 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 blah. All right, so now he gets on it. Now it's time to actually get into the route. So let's go back. What is Derek Stingley doing? I love how Derek Stingley is not too far over his skis. Definitely great weight distribution right here. He's just a polished cornerback, right? And he's just a true freshman, but too much to handle right here. All right, we see him make a nice hip flip, right? Nice hip flip, no speed turn or whatever these crazy Louisiana State University people were talking about on this one content piece I did. We see him kind of stay in the hip pocket. Guess what? To me, he's too far. I would rather be right in the hip pocket, maybe just slightly behind, not necessarily in a trail technique or anything like that, but just in the hip pocket, but not out in front, right? Because you're at his mercy with whatever he's doing if you're that far out in front of him, right? So he kind of decreases the space right now. But look, Van Jefferson is already looking. If you've decreased the space and you're in his hip pocket, you can turn, right? You can turn and flip your hips, come around this direction, right? A lot of people would try to turn inward and go this direction, but if you're looking, you can pretty much run the route just like he's running a route. That's what you want to do as a cornerback. You want to run a route like he's running a route, but he doesn't get a chance to do anything here because he never really gets his head around, right? Back shoulder fade. Look at the separation. Look, that's mad separation anxiety right there. Derek Stingley probably like, man, wish I was a lot closer. But great rep by Van Jefferson, who is a route runner extraordinaire. Please give this man his respect. He's an OG in the game, and he is damn good. All right, round 2. I'm just focusing on this particular drive because they came out and made it their business to target Derek Stingley. Now, he ended up making a really good play with an interception, and he had some moments in this game that definitely showed you how great he is and will be in the future. But going against Van Jefferson in this particular moment on this particular drive is what I'm focusing on. So don't come here and try to be Looney State University and saying all this. This is nothing disrespectful to Derek Stingley. I got to do work though, all right? So relax. Just got to relax. All right, so here we go again. Look, so this time, right, this is going to be the same route, but notice how he varied the rhythm. You saw how he did it before, how he came off of this. Showed him a little bit of variance in rhythm. Front facing play action fake. Stingley still a little bit too far over him. Stingley's, it's the same exact route too. So, right, he gets a chance to at a do-over. Still on him a little bit. And if you see Van Jefferson's tracking, you got to be tracking too, right? Got to be tracking too. I don't like this face-to-face eye contact stuff, right? You know what I mean? You're not dating. No need to be like that, right? You need to be in his hip pocket and turn the direction that he's turning, and you can work a lot better. So now he's just starting to track, but then again, it may be too late. And now you're tango, right? You're doing the tango. It's just not, to me, good corner work in defending a pass like this, right? So he's having to hold and everything. So when you're in that chicken fighting stage, you got to be the stronger person. And Van Jefferson's probably a little bit stronger than Derek Stingley at this particular point in time. So a little bit better, right? He's right there, but still not. I still would love for him to be in the hip pocket and be able to turn to his right shoulder to where he would be the one catching the pass. On the back, all he had to do was continue to flip his hips around, and he's right there. And these routes are fairly difficult to defend, but they're not impossible to defend. I see him every Sunday being defensed by guys with a little bit better technique. Maybe I'll get to that eventually. Oh my God, I love it when a plan comes together, Todd Billin. Right, I was like, man, let me try to find an example of this. As people will be like, oh, he's talking about it, whatever like that. Here's a perfect example by Richard Sherman. This is why I love the NFL. NFL is king to me because you find guys who are at the top of the food chain in the entire sport, period, right? You don't necessarily find that in college. College has good pageantry and all that, but man, elite people like Richard Sherman doing something like this is amazing. So you see him at the top of the screen right here, right? Same route that Van Jefferson was running. Even a little bit of rhythm variance coming off the line. So same exact thing. Imagine Richard Sherman here. Now look at this. Right in the hip pocket. Just like I said. You want to be right in the hip pocket. You don't want to be too far over. ESPN does a good job of zooming in on this right here. ESPN axis. All right, so watch this. Stay in the hip pocket. Don't want to be too far over your skis. You want to run the route. Just look at this. What does this look like? There's like two twins running. Every time Richard Sherman sets out to defend the route, he wants to, you have no boundaries as to what you're doing as a cornerback. He wants to run the route like the receiver. That's route recognition. So he's literally running like the receiver. Now look, he's tracking before the receiver is tracking because he understands cornerback play. All you got to do is the look and feel technique, right? You don't have to look someone in their eyes. You can feel where they're at. You have hands. You don't have to alter or grab them or anything. Just reach out and touch someone. But now look at him. Since he's the one looking, he's the one that runs the back shoulder fade. And he picks off the pass on a back shoulder fade, right? That people are saying, oh, it's impossible to defend. It's not impossible to defend, man. It's the fact that there's a dearth of great cornerback play and there's a dearth of great cornerback teaching. This was a hell of a play. All right, let's get back to it. All right, back to the boundary, man-to-man, Van Jefferson, this time running a slant. So you can see what Van Jefferson's about. All about giving you and showing you something different each time. So this one, he really presses it like he's going upfield. One thing I noticed about this, though, no hands-on man. A lot of free releases here. People are scared to death to put their hands on players who can run good routes or just in general, right? So they're not really teaching these kids to really stop. And if you're that close, why not press? That's what I always say. If you're that close, why not throw off the rhythm and timing of it? So you're giving him a free release, letting him get into his work, right? He's getting into his work. You're pretty much playing into his hands. Look at that. He presses it like he's going upfield. Really gives you the head and shoulder fake, chops it up. Look, he chopped it up. Now he's cooked. That's it. He's cooked. Baked lays, right? Tons of separation right there on a quick in-breaking route on a slant. So I would like to have seen him pretty much just get hands on man. Hands on man, throw that off right there. You get in that 5-yard zone, the war zone, you get a chance to be competitive in that manner, but you can't give a guy like this that much space. It's probably impossible to defend, to be honest with you. All right, last one right here. Hashtag real men watch to the end. Hashtag real football heads. All right, same kind of deal, right? You see the space being given up in the same exact route as the previous one. Same exact scenario. He gets a chance at redemption. So Van Jefferson gave him the same. Good Lord. Look at that. Now there's a rhythm step for that ass right there. He's pretty much floating in the air. Look at him. The genie. The route genie. Van Jefferson. He really plays this like it's going to be a fade. He even gives him the look off just like it's going to be a fade on this one right here. But guess what it is? Boom. Stemmed him hard. But look, man, look at the ability to recover from this kid. He still did a pretty decent job of recovering. He's beat right here. The throw was a little late. If the throw was already, he was cooked, right? So Kyle Trask gave him a little bit of time to recover because the throw was late. However, it was a good throw, and Stingley is unable to recover. So got a little bit of a hold going on right there, and it's still not enough to really affect anything. and Jefferson able to corral it. Then he gets banged out. But boom, Michael Divinity. All right, so there you have it, man. Hopefully you guys like this type of content. We'll be looking at the schedule, see if there's any good cornerback, wide receiver pairing going on. Some of these teams have multiple receivers and have multiple cornerbacks, so it's probably hard to do it like that. So maybe we could just focus on certain reps against certain players or something like that. We'll make it work, though. We'll make it happen. But hopefully you like that. No disrespect to out there, all the Louisiana State people about to come in here and be like, man, why you doing that to Stingley? I'm working, bro. Just working, right? I had to do the thing to Colin Johnson when Stingley was busting his ass, right? So there you go. Turnabout fair play. Please show Van Jefferson his respect out there. Hopefully we see this kid for years and years in the NFL. I was a fan of his father, and he's very much in the mode of his father, all right? With that being said, as always, thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Murf, the Underground King, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.